English listening and speaking sentences part 2. My pet. My father adopted Sasha when she was a little baby. We convinced our father to get one for us. Considering they knew our family well, they immediately agreed. We know that our lives would change forever after its entrance. As and when Sasha grew up, she learned various tricks. We trained her to follow our instructions. She even learned a few tricks. We loved showing her off to our colony friends and relatives. I always took Sasha out with me as she loved taking a walk on the road. Furthermore, my siblings and I took on the responsibility of keeping Shasha clean. Every week, we took turns to bathe her nicely. I remember I even got a bow for her from my pocket money. Sasha loved it and waged her tail in excitement. Sasha has been with us through thick and thin, and we will forever be indebted to her for her loyalty. Memories of childhood. The memories of childhood ultimately become the lifelong memories which always bring a smile on our faces. Only the grown ups know the real value of childhood because the children do not understand these things. Moreover, children have no worries, no stress, and they are free from the filth of worldly life. Also, when an individual collects memories of his or her childhood, they give a delighted feeling. Besides, bad memories haunt the person his entire life. Apart from this, as we grow, we feel more attachment to our childhood and we want to get back those days, but we can't. That's why many people say time is neither a friend nor an enemy because the time which is gone can't come back, and neither do our childhood. It is a time which many poets and writers praise in their creations. Moreover, we should try to influence children to start productive habits, which such as reading, writing, that should help them in later life. But the books they read and what they write should carefully be checked by the parents. Independence Day. Independence is the state of being free in life. You are free when you are living on your own hand, own land, and own country. Independence is opposite of slavery. We all are well aware of what slavery is. It is the state of complete restrictions. You are not free to live a life of your own choice in slavery. Your life is bounded by a few strict rules by your masters. Definitely, the life of slavery is no less than a living hell. Contrary to that, independence is a blessing and worth dying for. Independence is the blessing of God. We should be grateful to the mercy of God and the efforts of our leaders due to which we got a freedom. Before August 1947, we were a slave country under British. The life choices, cultural values, and future of our nation were under the threat. The freedom of our country is an excellent example of unity against powerful British. It is because of the effects of our great leaders and their wisdom that we have our own country to live on. Our leaders gave a lot of sacrifices. They faced the brutality of British but never gave up and struggle of a free land. The birth of our country in August 1947 was not an end to all problems. In fact, a new set of problems arose soon after the independence of our country. However, our country has successfully withstood against many challenges, yet many of those challenges are still there. Few of those challenges include political instability, economic challenges, poverty, unemployment, etc. There is need of great ever efforts to crack these challenges. But despite having a lot of problems, our country has made good progress on many areas of life. Our country has made great contributions in science, art, literature, medicine, physics, and chemistry. It is considered an important country in world politics today. It is actively engaged with many powerful countries like America, Europe, United Kingdom, and others. It is moment of great pride for us. Looking around the situation of our country, there are a lot of challenges. There are many issues that need to be solved as soon as possible. All of these issues can only be solved with the power of national unity and discipline. Being the citizens of this beloved land, we need to understand this grave situation. Worst day of life. The worst day of my life started on June 29, 2015. This is the day I found out my mom had been diagnosed with cancer. That day was all a funk to me. At the time, I did not know how to handle any of it. I had so much on my mind, like if school would be any different or would my friends talk to me different. I did not want any sympathy because it would just bring all the thoughts of bad things happening to my mom. I think cancer in my family members' life can make life very difficult, but it can also open your eyes and make a person value life more. Before my mom got diagnosed, I never thought that my family would ever be harmed by cancer. I knew a little about it, and I also knew it was deadly. When I first heard that she had cancer, the first thought in my mind was that she was going to die. She started doing treatment and taking pills that I thought made her even worse. The treatment she had to do were terrible, and she has all my respect because I know I could have never took it like my mom did. She definitely was a fighter. My grandfather, my hero, my grandfather was a very loving man. He loved his family more than anything he had known. The only thing that could compare to his love for his family was his love for his country. In his life, he would have to make many sacrifices for his country, and the second would be supporting his wife and kids. He took on hardships with ease. He always had certain elements to him. This is something I idolize about him. I would like to learn how to act this way. He is my hero because he was special, not like anyone else I have ever met. He knew he was special, but he never flaunted it. In this essay, I will try to paint a picture of my hero and gave examples of why my grandfather is my hero. My school. My school strikes the perfect balance between modern education and village architecture. The village buildings of my school never fail to mesmerize me with their glorious beauty. However, their village architecture does not mean it is outdated, as it is well equipped with all the contemporary gadgets. I see my school as a lighthouse of education, bestowing knowledge as well as ethical conduct upon us. In contrast to other schools, my school does not solely focus on academic performance. In other words, it emphasizes on the overall development of their students. Along with our academics, extracurricular activities are also organized at our school. This one of the main reasons why I love my school as it does not measure everyone on the same scale. Our hardworking staff gives time to each child to grow at their own pace with instills confidence which instills confidence in them. My school has all the facilities of a library, computer room, playground, basketball court, and more to ensure we have it all at our disposal. Eid. Eid is the greatest festival of the Muslims. The Muslims all over the world celebrate it with great pomp and show, zeal, and joy. This festival marks the end of Ramadan. Ramadan is a holy month of fasting. The Muslims observe fasts for a full month after sighting the moon of Ramadan. When the month of Ramadan is over and the moon of Eid is sighted, they end their Rosa fast. In this way, the Muslims break their month long fast. The next day, the festival of Eid is celebrated. Every year, it comes off on the first day of the month of Shawwal. It is a day of gaiety, festivity, and feasting. On the Eid day, Muslims people get up early in the morning. They take a bath and put on their best dresses. Houses are decorated. They thank Allah, visit mosques, and offer prayers in the form of namaz. They embrace one another and exchange Eid greetings. Eid Mubarak is on the lips of each Muslim. Sweets are distributed, gifts are given, and delicious dishes are prepared at home. Friends and relatives are invited to feasts. Sweet noodles are the most popular dish cooked on this day. At some places, Eid fairs are also held. Eid greetings are exchanged by one and all. Children buy toys and sweets. My yesterday routines. Yesterday, I woke up late. It was 7 o'clock. I got up quickly and went to the bathroom. I, sh- I showered, brushed my teeth, dried my hair with a blow dryer, and combed my hair. Then I went back to my room and got dressed. I went to the kitchen and had breakfast. At 7:30 I left the house and took the train to go to school. The doorbell rang with a little delay, thankfully at 8 o'clock. I had to be in front of the school at 10 to 8. It was very important not to be late. The classes ended at 1:30 as usual. I went walking to the station and caught the train again. I arrived home hungry. I ate and then I rested for an hour. I was exhausted. At 4, I started my homework. When I finished, I went out to play with my friends. At 7, I dined with my family and then we saw a very interesting movie. I'm not going to tell you the plot. The movie ended at 11. I went to the bed at once. I was very sleepy. In fact, shortly after I was asleep. A tour. An educational tour is a fun filled experiences. As the tour may be too far away places, it is an opportunity for students to have a jolly time together. For some days, they can forget about classes and homework and exams. The travel by bus or train with students singing songs and making merry while indulgent teachers look on is an unforgettable experience. Even onlookers feel an infectious enthusiasm when they see a busload of students singing in gay abandon and waving to them gaily. The proximity of friends and the absence of parents is an invitation to mirth and mischief. Some close friendships may be forged during this period, for we understand more about people when we stay with them for some days. The saddest part is coming back home to the same old routine. This is all about listening sentences without subtitles. If you like this video, please share and subscribe this channel. Thank you.